Welcome back to the Deck and Beyond. So I'm not surprised about this really at all, but it's been pretty cool to see this man back in college for at least one more year here. But we have Cooper Flagg, who is, of course, was the #1 player going into this year and reclassified out of high school to go to play basketball at Duke. Has officially declared for the NBA draft, and yeah, he came in, of course, the basically #1 player out of it, reclassify, which means that you can jump ahead that 1 year. He maybe took more classes. I don't know how that all works out with your grades and stuff, but he reclassified to basically go into this year and then basically just show that he was the right player to do that and #1 player in the country to go there and do that. And he played in 37 games, just over 30 minutes here at 30.6. Basically just 30 minutes there, with averaging 19.2 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4.2 assists, and a very good 48.1% field goal percentage here in the entire season here for Duke. 6'9", 209 from Maine. He actually has a brother who committed to Maine in the middle of the year, so it would have been pretty cool to see them going against each other here, but there's really no downside to him actually going there or declaring for the draft in any way, really, because this man showed everything and more of what he was advertised about. Yeah, again, if you're going that far, you're basically like, I know I can do it, I'm gonna do it. He almost is pulling a LeBron. Obviously, LeBron went from high school to the NBA. I'm kind of forgetting if it actually is possible to do that anymore. I think they kind of said you have to have at least 1 year in college at this point. But yeah, so not only is he one of the best in the country and just top player wise, he's also making so much money right now, as he is the second highest across all sports in college with NIL valuation at $4.8 million, which is behind Arch Manning, who plays for, of course, Texas, and of course is the nephew of Peyton Eli Manning, and the son of I think it's Coop Manning. Out there, the third brother, who is not able to play football professionally. But yeah, he's coming in right behind him. And then the next closest for basketball valuation is coming in with Braden Smith of Purdue at 1.9. But that's still a nice paycheck right there. But yeah, second highest is that's going to be changing most likely, as we have him coming in and probably definitely projected #1 overall with the kind of projected 4-year, $62.7 million expected deal coming from him, and most likely going to the Jazz here. His best performance came in January against Notre Dame, as he set the ACC freshman record for most points in a game with 42 points, coming in also with 6 rebounds and 7 assists, and of course the win there. And he also was the consensus National Player of the Year and became the 4th freshman to win the Warden Award. So yeah, this guy basically said, I know I can do it, and did it. And also, he has a lot of endorsements also that honestly might be another reason why he wants to, of course, get into the graduation, go to the draft, because we all know Duke is a Nike school, and he's actually signed to New Balance. So if you ever look in a game, he's not wearing New Balance in the game. He's actually just wearing Nike because he's playing for the school, and that's what I'm pretty sure the school can get really insanely in trouble if he does that. And it's kind of a crazy thing how you can mix them too. He definitely wears New Balance off the court, like around campus and stuff, and in life, but he has to wear Nike in game. Or else he and the team gets in trouble in a major way, because there's a whole lot of money going in there. There's millions and millions of dollars going with that. But yeah, there's actually a pretty cool thing that I'm sure that if he lived maybe anywhere else, he probably would have cared to take other deals, Nike, Adidas, all of this across the board for a shoe deal. But New Balance is massive, has a massive manufacturing plant only 25 miles from where Flagg is from, so that's pretty cool. If you're in Maine, that's where obviously New Balance is. I think that's where New Balance is generally from in the first place. Then he has one with Court Furniture, Not sure where that's from, but then he has also one with Gatorade, which is not surprising, and then Fanatics, and then of course the NIL. And right now his estimate is about 4.8. He doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't own a house. He might own a house with like his team, but he's probably like renting or something like with 10 of them. But yeah, this is. Again, not surprising, but also, again, would have been crazy to see him playing with Knipple, the center there, and also with the Boozer twins coming in next year. That would have been an insanely dangerous team. Of course, I made a video about with how dangerous the Boozer twins were in high school. Right here, I'll take that. But yeah, this is really no downside to him going to the NBA. Of course, he'll, right now, I think the Jazz are expected #1 pick right now unless something crazy happens. And that's where he most likely will go at this point. People were saying that he might not go there because the Jazz are just not good. That's usually how it is. It's usually the crappiest team is going to get the #1 pick. And it's always like, oh, you don't want to go there, you don't want to go here, you don't want to go there. But in the end, he's going to do it his best for him. And it's going to seem kind of like, and he also might be able to make more money on the endorsements now that he, of course, is going to be basically free from the Nike deal of Duke, and also maybe like be able to negotiate his way into a better deal. Like, hey, like I showed what I could do in college with 1 year with guys who I shouldn't even be in college with yet at this point, and also I'm gonna probably go #1 overall. I'm gonna get probably over $60 million with the contract from here. Let's negotiate a bigger deal for me on these deals, and y'all know what happens along the way if you have. I don't know how long the deals are with with New Balance and Gatorade. Hey, couple years in, make it lifetime, and you're set up. He's already set up for life with 4.8. If you can deal with 4.8 million the correct way, have an advisor with you, have a good strong family behind you, and basically just go with your money, you can have 4.8 million last you basically an entire lifetime, and then set you up for more. And if you just keep on doing that, you're just set. So yeah, this is I was kind of expecting it to maybe be a little bit later in before the draft. Like, hey, like let's give a little bit of a little tense moment here to see what's gonna happen. But the final game only happened a couple weeks ago here. He probably is like, I don't really want to be in school anymore. I'm gonna go first row. He might be just sitting around now. He might just be singing like, all right, yeah, I just had Easter. I'm not gonna really do anything. Let me just. I don't know if like grade-wise are gonna affect him any. I don't think that is a thing for them. Like, hey, you're not gonna go to class. Yeah, I'm not going to class. I'm gonna go work out for 4 hours, 5 hours. I'm gonna be going probably #1 here. Making a lot of money here, making more than basically every single kid on this campus by a long shot because everyone else is paying to come here while I was getting paid almost $5 million to be here. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna go work out and get ready for the draft and go #1 and be done. I'm not going to class anymore. But yeah, that's pretty. It's kind of what I'm thinking is happening or going to happen or is already happening at this moment. So yeah, congrats to him. Again, as a UNC fan, this is not what I did not like him, but you always got to respect the talent that you're seeing, and he definitely was. He's that talented to have that respect come from me. So not so often, but hey, good job, good year, great stats, and have a great career there. Gonna be awesome to see how he develops in the NBA, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.